Yeah, I was wondering if you could fill my cup if you can. My story is kind of different. I gave out $5,000 of my own money after my back surgery. I had two of them. I have L4 and L5 fused together. I was going to buy a truck with it that day, and I thought to myself, well, I have no children of my own. I don't have a wife or a girlfriend at the time. And I thought to myself, who could really use it? So I thought to myself, I'm like, well, I'm not rich by any means. I live very humble. I have a fixed income, and I live in a very, very small room. I did this for a reason. That would be one of them on the wall, right there. A free food forest in every state. I know 52, 51. But, yeah, it's small and it works for me. But after I gave that out, the cops came and they broke my arm. Now, I did have witnesses. I did have them sign an affidavit, or I don't know how to pronounce it right. Anyways, I had them sign that right away. All the information is available on my Facebook, all the pictures. I do have a lawyer. He wants a bunch of money for an expert, and he says that there's basically, I have no chance. I am looking for a fundraiser because this really did put me in a big pickle. And it was right after I gave it out too, like, days. Yeah, it was one right after another. They did come and check to see if my $100 bills were real, and they were, and yeah, I was polite and kind, and I was even polite and kind when they even broke my arm. But they didn't just break it. You guys know. They didn't just break it, they twisted it. He broke it. After it was broke, he twisted it and put his knee, I'm getting kind of choked up, and that's a whole bunch of other stuff too. I'm actually fine with it, because I know that they were being moved by something completely different. Man, it was so messed up. So, like, 3 of them were all holding me, and I started saying the Constitution. That's just me. And I said it politely, and I said I was going to go and leave because they didn't have no reason to obtain me. And I moved my foot just a little bit. You guys know it. Surprising you guys just don't I don't know, pay for my medical bills. But, yeah, I moved my foot just a little bit. It snapped. It sounded like a firecracker. And it dangled. It was so messed up. And then we went down on the ground, and I acted like I was, like, unconscious, and he sat there and antagonized me. He was like, you're awake, you know you're awake. Like, he was, I don't want to imply anything, but it seemed like he was enjoying it. I don't know. It was bad. And the other officer, he was crying because he knew it was wrong. You know it was wrong. The female officer that was holding my legs, you knew it was wrong too, because you were barely holding my legs. Same with the guy on the left. You were barely holding my arm. Guy on the right, on the other hand, he pushed harder on it after I said one thing, and that was it. I was like, you broke the body of Christ. I don't know why I said it. I think the reason why that came out, and this is a good thing, because I don't want you guys to be all like, oh, it must have been, because when you see the pictures, you'd be like, oh, it must have been horrible. And it was, but the pain, that's the part that I can't wait to, I don't know, express more, I guess. because it was lifted. It was so amazing. It was instantly lifted. Not in anything, no narcotics, no painkillers, no nothing. It was gone. Like, it was there, and then poof, it was gone. It was gone so much that I don't think we'll ever go to court, but if that officer was on trial, I would ask him, did I try to move my arm back the other way, back the way that it's supposed to be when you were twisting it? Like, I was forcefully trying to move my arm back this way because it felt better that way. It was, I couldn't believe I could do it, but I was actually and it relieved a lot of the pressure pushing it back the other way. Yeah, it goes on from there. It doesn't get any better from there. Like, they put the sling on at the hospital, they put it on too tight, like it turned purple. I had to pull it off. I had to make a sling out of my t-shirt. They threw me in a cop car for, I can't remember how many hours it was, because I was trying to keep tabs on the clock in there and going back and forth. It was so hot in there that I had a white ring around my lips. Yeah, they left the window just a slight crack that I could barely breathe. I don't know, there's my number. I don't have a whole lot of minutes. I am on a fixed income after this. I mean, it's not anywhere near what I used to make. Yeah, standing and, I'm a cook, and that's just, it does not work at all. 12 hours on your feet with, I did have 4 screws. I only have 3 now. But, yeah, I did not expect giving out $5,000 was going to get my arm broken. Yeah, it was definitely, and it goes on from there. It does. I don't want to make this too long, but I have a song for you. I did it. It's Ozzy, and then I kind of added some other elements to it. But if you can tip, that'd be great. Tip or I don't know, host a benefit. I'm not too badly in debt. It's just recurring. It just keeps going over and over again. When my arm was broken, I raked up a nice hefty bill in food because I did not enjoy walking with that broken arm. It was a humerus fracture. No, not funny at all. Well, maybe a little, I guess. My lawyer says that he could get a expert, which makes me laugh because it's on film, but they wouldn't give it, even with, I don't know, I have no idea. All I know is they have it and they wouldn't give it up. Yeah, he needs $5,000 for an expert witness. If you want that information, you want to talk to him and see if it's a go or whatever. It's just, the only, this isn't a vengeful thing for me at all. For me, this is a learning thing. I know those cops are underneath a lot of stress, and those cops were under some stress. I could just see it. They acted very, very strange. And I might go into more detail on that. There's other elements there that it just seems so freaking weird. I acted so nice. I couldn't act any nicer than what I normally am. I couldn't be any more politer, and I couldn't believe, I was in complete shock when he broke my arm. I don't know if he had a bad day. See, that's the stuff I think about. Did he have a bad day? Did his girlfriend leave him? I have no idea. But if you do want to look up, all the stuff is in there. Even all the witnesses, they all signed all these. I got them notarized at the bank right away. They didn't expect me to have pictures, and I know you guys weren't expecting that. But I do. And then Jim Schmidt, yeah, we tried going through you. You did table my case, and I do want to point that out because it is in Robert Rules of Order. This isn't me talking. This isn't me trying to be all in your face. It's in your own rule book. You cannot use Robert Rules of Order to do what you did to my case. It even states it in there. That's wrong, according to your book. So if you're going to follow your book, you should follow it all the way. You tabled my case. Okay. That's my whole case, I guess. Well, here's a song. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna kind of go through and kind of like go through some books, and I might pull a camera in and have you read a couple things maybe. Just think about GMO, because I did bring it up, March Against Monsanto. I did bring it up during their interview from the lady that did start it, and you guys were all blank. You guys had nothing to say, and you guys left that. I know it was scary, but you guys left that conversation. But it's something that needs to be brought up. GMO food is everywhere. Everybody eats it. It's 80% supposedly. This is all hearsay. I don't have a microscope. I'd like to test this stuff because, hurting babies, this isn't my thing. So you have all that GMO. So you eat it, you don't eat it, you throw it out. It goes in the waste. It goes in the landfill. It goes into the hydrological water cycle. It does. That's what the planet does. So it's up in there, and then it's all over the place. So that's something we should really look at, because if it's affecting us big giant, whatever we are, you call us human. We don't really act in the manner of nature at all. If we just take the time and look at the fact that babies live in water for 9 months, more or less, this is a big issue. It really is. It's affecting us. It's affecting insects, bacteria, all types of stuff. Something that we need to face. Or maybe not. Who knows? Anyways, I'll turn this on.
Yeah. Ozzy. Remember back in the day, we used to play childhood games. Now it's just corporate games. Last time, who games? Childhood on the way, you bring in stacks.